The Fox 61 News at 6 starts now.
We are following breaking news in West Haven right now. Firefighters are wrapping up a 2-alarm fire. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Annette Montgomery. Now, right now, you are about to get a live look at the scene. That's it there. Officials say this did happen on Elm Street between 3rd and 4th Avenue. Our crew is on scene right now, gathering more details, and we'll have more for you in a little bit.
And we turn now to breaking news in Manchester, where town leaders say crews are currently working on a water main break on Mountain Road. Officials say the water is shut off from Garth Road to Middle Turnpike East. We're told it'll take between 8 and 10 hours to repair. Our team is there now, and we will keep you updated as this story develops.
And of course, you can find additional coverage of that 2-alarm fire in West Haven on our free Fox 61 app. Just scan that QR code on your screen to download it or go to fox61.com 24/7.
The bus stops, they're really not shoveled out that well, and we have to wait in driveways, which is sometimes inconvenient to people going in and out of the driveways.
Well, more than a week after that winter storm dropped several inches of snow across the state, some bus riders in Hartford are voicing concerns. They say some of the bus stops in areas like Washington Street have yet to be cleared of the snow.
Fox 61's Alicia Hercules spoke with those riders and tells us more about their concerns.
The riders I spoke with say they have to wait in this pile of snow just to catch the bus, leaving many to wait in the street instead.
We had to wait right there in the middle of the street because all the sidewalks weren't plowed. And with all this traffic going up and down, it's crazy trying to just wait for the bus.
Richard Grimes lives near this bus stop here on Washington Street. He says the bus stop is not plowed, leaving him and his young nephew to wait in the street.
Someone could easily get hit. And me being with my nephew, I had to really be well attentive because you see all these cars flying up down the street. It's not safe for anybody.
The sidewalks along the street are mostly clear. However, the bus stops are not. Some people have even been seen waiting in the street to catch the bus. Shauna McDonald lives nearby. She says she has a hard time getting to the bus stop with her young granddaughter.
I usually have a stroller for her, but because the shoveling wasn't that great, I have to carry her on my chest.
She says the poorly shoveled bus stops have forced riders to wait in other areas for the bus.
We have to wait in driveways, which is sometimes inconvenient to people going in and out of the driveways.
Efren Montanez lives in the area and says leaving the bus stops like this is very dangerous.
It's not safe. People fall, people are falling.
He hopes to see the city do more to clear these sidewalks and bus stops.
They need to work on it a lot more, for sure. They need to clear it up. It's very icy. I don't even see salt on the sidewalk.
I did reach out to the city, who says they are working as quickly as possible to clear the more than 1,200 bus stops across the city. In Hartford, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
Well, some tenants at Rocky Hill's concierge apartments are now entering their second week without water or heat. Fox 61's Victoria Anderson heard from those impacted and talked to local leaders about solutions.
Tenants I spoke with say losing water and heat are not new issues for this property. But as the wait for water hits almost 2 weeks, tenants say they have more questions than answers.
The building's falling apart from the inside out.
No water, no heat.
Walk into her apartment and it's the same temperature as outside.
Broken and frozen pipes.
They were actually using portable heaters to defrost and heat the pipes.
And holes. Lots of holes.
The neighbor's bathroom is right above this.
That's the reality for people like Madison Sage and Riley Carvel at the concierge apartments in Rocky Hill. They say the multi-building complex has been in a steep decline since last month's winter storm, but actually long before that.
We haven't had any hot water in the apartment for 5 days.
Fox 61 was there a year ago when tenants were experiencing the same problems, and now they're looking for a solid solution instead of a Band-Aid fix.
Sometimes these things happen, but it just didn't stop happening, and it just seemed that one thing after another after another.
State Senator Matt Lesser has been in contact with the apartment's management company called Two Coasts Living, which is based in California. They told the state senator they are working to move those affected into hotels and provide rent concessions.
To notify your landlord in writing. It's really important to put that in writing so you have a way to document it.
Sarah White with the Connecticut Fair Housing Center says documenting is key to getting any type of compensation or concession, especially as tenants reach week 2 of these conditions.
All the emails that we've been getting back say we're not sure when the water is going to be on. We're not sure how long this is going to take. There's no estimated time. There's no nothing.
We've seen several additional maintenance crews moving in and out of the apartment. We talked to one team who said they were hired to come in and help with some of the pipe issues here in the complex. And they told us this is not a quick fix. In Rocky Hill, Victoria Anderson, Fox 61.
Well, it's a crazy thing to say, but this quote-unquote warmer weather we're now experiencing kind of feels like a nice little break.
Well, sure it does. We are, extremely cold one second, then less cold, milder the next. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank here now with the first check of the forecast. Rachel, I heard you say last hour that maybe a couple of weeks we might be above average temperatures.
Don't hold your breath, but yeah, we're going to get there. Eventually, maybe we'll put together a string of above average days, but it's not in this 7-day forecast. In the meantime, yeah, the bar is set really low. Today's 30s just felt so warm compared to recent cold. And we're going to continue to see cold mornings followed by warmer afternoons with highs around 30 the next several days. Still below average, but again, not as cold as it has been. And we do have a weather impact alert in effect for Friday morning. That's the next chance that we'll have to see actual temperatures near zero. And then this weekend, boy, oh boy, it's going to get even colder. Right now, though, near 30. 20s for Western Connecticut. We can handle this compared to, again, some cold that we've been dealing with lately. We're pros at this. Overnight lows will be in the single digits to teens as we head towards daybreak. And I even think around 20 for the New Haven area to start off the day tomorrow. Otherwise, as we head through the afternoon, we'll see a lot of sunshine and temperatures will climb up right around 30 degrees as we head through the afternoon. We'll do it all over again pretty much from start to finish on Thursday. We'll begin the day in the upper single digits and teens. We'll finish the day right around the freezing point. The only change will be Friday morning when we'll get closer to zero. That's why we have issued that weather impact alert. And then an alert all weekend long for the coldest air of the season. And that's saying something this winter. We'll talk about it. Your full forecast is coming up. And don't forget, the state's cold weather protocol is now in effect through February 10th. That means if you are in need of shelter or a warming center, you can call 211 or visit 211.org. Keep in mind, transportation can be provided as well. The Connecticut Science Center will reopen tomorrow following reports of a burst pipe on Saturday. Leaders say the damaged pipe was repaired immediately and all affected areas are now clean and dry. We're also told no exhibits were impacted. At this time, there's still no word yet on what caused it.
A part of I-91 north in Manchester is back open tonight after a crash. Take a look at what our traffic cameras caught. State police say a truck hit a parked tractor trailer by exit 20 around 12:30. Troopers say there were minor injuries. They didn't say what caused the crash or how many people were involved.
A Hamden man who drove a gunshot victim to a hospital in New Haven early this morning is now facing charges. Police say Jonathan Brown told them he and a woman were traveling on Howard Avenue when someone shot at their car. Officers say after Brown took her to the hospital, he was driving recklessly in the area. They say they tried to stop him, but he sped off. Police later found him. As for the woman, she is expected to recover. We're now working to learn more details about the shooting.
Meriden police have arrested a man they say robbed a grocery store with a gun a few years ago. Officers say Chico Cardona robbed a Sam's food store in August of 2023. Investigators say they've tried to arrest him multiple times, but they couldn't find him until last Friday. Cardona is out on bond right now, and we're working to learn more about the robbery.
Right now, a family of 5 is without a home after a house fire in Manchester, and this comes as bitter cold temperatures are on the way. We know crews responded to that home on Briarwood Avenue just after 10:15 this morning. Fox 61's Aaron Coogan gives us a look at the damage and shows us how one neighbor stepped up to help.
Well, guys, it took crews about an hour to extinguish the fire here on Briarwood Avenue in Manchester. You can actually see the ventilation hole cut into the roof here. Thankfully, no one was home when the flames ignited. However, the home has been deemed uninhabitable.
Heard all the fire engines and fire trucks come in and saw some smoke billowing out the back, and then they started just breaking in the windows and stuff to let some of the smoke out.
This was the view from Connie Anglin's front window after a parade of lights and sirens filled her quiet street. A plume of dark smoke could be seen pouring from her neighbor's house. Anglin says her motherly instinct took over and she rushed out the door to check in on the family's 4 young children.
Immediately, I immediately came running over because I wanted to make sure the kids were okay, not knowing who was there at the time.
Thankfully, no one was home when the fire broke out, but of the family's 4 cats, only 3 were found alive. Manchester fire crews, assisted by mutual aid out of East Haven, able to knock down the fire in about an hour, despite fighting the foot or so of snow surrounding the home.
Well, every time we respond to a fire, we do what's called a 360. We walk around the entire house to make sure there's no one in any windows, where no hazards. And with the heavy snow, it's very difficult for them to trudge around the house and look for those hazards.
Manchester crews say battling the flames, one firefighter sustained minor injuries to his hand. Investigation found the fire started in the kitchen and extended out a window, further spreading to the second floor and attic area. Assistant Fire Chief Gordon McMillan declared the house uninhabitable for the foreseeable future.
Building department is on scene. They'll work with the fire marshal's office. The homeowner won't be allowed back in. They will placard the building.
And still, there was a glimmer of hope as crews worked to clear the smoke and extinguish the flames.
There was 1 kitten that was found and rescued.
Nuzzled in the coat of a neighbor, just one of 3 cats rescued amidst the fire. Anglin tasked with keeping the fragile feline warm and safe until the family was able to return home. Again, thankfully, no one was home at the time of the fire. That family is now being assisted by the Red Cross. In Manchester, Erin Coogan, Fox 61.
And let's go back to that breaking news in West Haven, where firefighters are on scene of a 2-alarm fire.
Fox 61's Valerie Moravi is live now with more details.
Yeah, everything is going back to normal now, and the scene is now cleared. And West Haven fire crews wrapped up the scene just moments ago here on Elm Street, where they responded to that fire, to this house right behind me, this white house, a multifamily house right now. And from what we understand, they responded to this fire just about around 4 p.m. this afternoon, and all the roads were blocked off for almost 2 hours, but they're now back open. And the good news is that everyone made it out safely. We spoke to several neighbors in the area who were just coming back home from work, and they came to a scene where they were a little scared. They were shocked to see this happening right next door, but they say they were glad that everyone made it out safely. For what we understand, the fire, it's believed that it started in the back of the house, but we have yet to hear back from officials to confirm. For now, reporting live in West Haven, Valerie Moravi at Fox 61.